Have you ever told yourself, I'm tired, I just need a little break? And then that little break turns into 2 hours scrolling through social media, 3 episodes of a show, and an entire evening gone with nothing done. The truth is, you're not really tired. You're avoiding. You're not out of energy. You're out of will to face what you actually need to do. Procrastination isn't always about laziness. It often comes from insecurity, from the fear of failure, from that little voice saying, I'm not good enough to do this right now. And instead of standing up and starting, you hide. You hide in your phone, you hide in your bed, you hide in 1,000 little tasks that feel easier than facing the one thing that truly matters. Think back to the last time you started something serious. A project, a goal, a dream. You were excited. You had ideas. You made plans. But then, you didn't follow through. Or maybe you started just a little and gave up. You told yourself, when I have more time, when I feel better, maybe tomorrow. You're not waiting. You're stalling. And you're calling that fear by a cuter name, rest. But rest is what you earn after the fight. When you're drained, when you've pushed hard, when you need recovery. Right now, you're not resting. You're avoiding the fight before it even begins. You're hiding in comfort, hiding in your safe zone, hiding from the version of yourself you could become. If only you were brave enough to take action. You say, I need to get everything in order before I start. But the truth is, you're scared of doing it wrong. You're scared of not meeting expectations. You're scared you're not good enough. And you think that if you wait a little longer, you'll somehow be more ready. But that perfect moment of readiness, it never comes. No one is ever fully ready to change their life. They just start, and from there they learn, they adapt, and they grow. Let me ask you something. How many times have you missed out on something important just because you were procrastinating? How many opportunities slipped by while you were scrolling, hesitating, or thinking it through just a bit more? How many times have you sat there watching others move forward, succeed, and said to yourself, I was going to do that too? But going to doesn't change anything. Face it, every minute you procrastinate is a minute you sabotage your own future. You know you can do better. You know you're capable of more than this. So why are you still sitting still? You're locking yourself in an invisible cage. You say you feel unmotivated. You say you're burnt out. But it's the inaction that's draining the life out of you. You're not tired because you're doing too much. You're tired because you keep thinking about what you need to do, but never actually do it. And that's what's truly exhausting. And the most dangerous thing about procrastination is how quietly it creeps in. It doesn't arrive with a loud bang, no warning signs. It just silently takes over, hour by hour, day by day. One day, you skip your workout. One day, you don't write that content. One day, you don't make that call to ask for the opportunity. Just one day. Then a week. Then a month. Then a year. And suddenly, you're still the same person you were last year. You still haven't done the one thing you said mattered most to you. It all started with a tiny moment of delay that you called a quick break. But now, it's time. Stop lying to yourself that you're resting to recover. You're not. You're slowly killing your own potential. You don't need motivation to start. You need action to create motivation. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be big. You just need to get up and do the smallest possible thing. Write one sentence, read one paragraph, turn off your phone for 10 minutes, open your laptop and type the first few words. You think you don't have enough energy? Wrong. You just need enough courage to fight your habit of delay. Energy comes when you take action. You are capable of so much more than you believe. But don't wait for motivation to arrive, because it won't. And once you start taking action, you'll realize a harsh but true fact. Time doesn't wait for you to wake up. You're not the only one stuck in procrastination. Out there, millions have lost their way, felt fear just like you. But they chose to act. They didn't wait until they felt ready. They didn't just sit around waiting for opportunity to fall into their laps. While you hesitate, they've already begun. While you say, "I'll do it tomorrow," they're moving forward. Every day you delay, someone else is pulling miles ahead of you. You think you have time. You think, "I can do it later. A day or two won't matter. Next month I'll get serious." But the cruel truth is that time waits for no one, and it certainly won't wait for you to snap out of it. While you procrastinate, while you hesitate and scroll mindlessly through your phone to kill time, time keeps moving. No mercy, no warning. Every minute you lose today is an opportunity locked away in the past. You can't get it back. You can't fix it. You know this, right? You've said, "If only I had started sooner." You've looked back with regret over missed chances, decisions you hesitated on. So why do you keep repeating it every day? You live like you have unlimited time. But look at the truth. Time is the one resource you can't save, can't rewind, can't trade. Each day that passes is a piece of your life burning away. And you're letting it smolder in procrastination. You can make money again. You can rebuild your reputation. You can relearn what you forgot. But you cannot relive today. You can't go back to being 20. You can't relive the moments when you were full of passion. You think you still have time to wait for the right moment? Look back at all the months you've lost waiting. You can't wait anymore. Because time doesn't stop for you to find motivation. It just flows on, along with the dreams you never started, the plans you left on hold, the person you could have become if you'd acted sooner. Imagine this. If you had started 6 months ago, where would you be today? If you had been serious since the beginning of this year, how different would you be now? If you hadn't missed last month, would you still be at square one today? Just moving forward a little bit every day, sticking to small actions? That's when time becomes your ally. But if you stand still, time becomes your cruelest enemy. Successful people aren't better than you because they have more time. They just know how to respect it. They treat every minute as an opportunity. What about you? You're spending time like it's free, when it's actually the most precious thing you have. You plan for your whole life, but you don't take action today. You dream of a bright future, but you let the present slip away in meaninglessness. Face it. Your life doesn't change because of years filled with empty promises. It changes because of the smallest moments you make the most of. Listen carefully to this. Time never warns you before it leaves. It doesn't say, "It's almost gone, better hurry." It doesn't send you a message, "Today's your last chance to start." It quietly steals your opportunities and leaves you with a cruel whisper, "It's too late." And what hurts the most isn't failure. It's knowing you never truly tried. You think you need more time? What you need is to change how you use your time. You can accomplish a lot in just 1 hour. If you stop procrastinating, you can completely change your habits in 1 month. If you start right now, you can transform your entire life in 1 year. If you make the most of every day, but you won't have that year of change if you keep wasting each day like you do now. Successful people don't ask, "Do I have time?" They ask, "What can I do right now?" You should ask yourself the same. Right now, what can you do to break free from procrastination? Make an important phone call. Write the first paragraph of your project. Exercise for 10 minutes. Delete the apps that distract you. Sit quietly for 5 minutes and seriously think about what you're wasting. Don't underestimate the power of small actions. One small step today can be the first brick in building a new life. One focused hour today can be the boost for your whole next week. Remember, you're not falling behind because you lack ability. You're falling behind because you let time slip by without fighting for yourself. Time doesn't wait for you to find motivation. Time doesn't wait for you to overcome fear. Time just moves. Silently. Relentlessly. Without mercy. And if you don't wake up in time, time will defeat you. You don't have to do anything. Just keep standing still. How much time have you burned waiting? How many plans, how many dreams, how many versions of yourself you wanted to become have you killed with your hesitation? So let today be the last day you let time pass without meaning. Sit down, make a plan, but this time act. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be big. Just start, because if you don't act today, tomorrow will just be another day, and another year will slip away. And that's when you reach point number 3. No one is coming to save you. Either you get up or you disappear. Time doesn't wait. Just like life doesn't come with a hero to lift you up. There's only you and your decision. Keep procrastinating, or stand up and start again right now. No one is coming to save you. Either you get up or you disappear. What are you waiting for? A phone call that will change your life. A magical opportunity knocking on your door. Someone discovering your talent and pulling you out of the swamp of procrastination. Wake up. No one is coming to save you. Life is not like the movies. There is no main character destined to be helped at the right moment. No one will show up and say, "I believe in you. Follow me." No one will rescue you from procrastination, from that feeling of being stuck, from the aimless life you are drowning in every day. The harsh truth is, if you don't save yourself, you'll stay there forever, trapped, fading away, disappearing. You used to think, luck will come someday, didn't you? But you don't understand that luck doesn't come to those who sit still. Luck comes to those who act, to those who fail but keep going, to those who create their own opportunities with their own hands. No one will help you if you don't show that you're fighting. The world won't listen if you stay silent. No one will give you a better position if you don't stand up and claim it. You keep waiting for recognition from outside, forgetting that everything starts from within. Look around. How many people once smarter, more talented than you have disappeared? Why? Because they didn't stand up at the right time. They waited too long to start. They relied on something that never came. You are walking the same path if you keep going like this. You don't need another course. You don't need another pep talk. You need to get up. Get up, even if you're scared. Get up even if no one believes in you. Get up even if you're not sure you can do it. Because if you do nothing, you know what happens. Nothing changes. You will still be the one staying up late doing nothing. Still the one full of ideas but no action. Still the one scrolling for hours but never touching your dreams. You have a choice, fight or disappear. And disappear doesn't mean death. It means living like a shadow, a faded version of yourself, a tired giving up existence that's not really living. Sounds scary, doesn't it? That's the reality for so many. People who once had dreams, who once had passion, but were strangled by procrastination. They disappeared into the crowd. No one remembers their name. No one hears the sound. No one cares what they once wanted to do. And you're getting closer to that place. If you don't wake yourself up, no one will show up to pull you out of bed. No one will force you to sit down and write your plan. No one will just hand you a better life. You have to take it. You have to stand up. You have to start right where you are, with what you have. No excuses. No blaming. Don't say, "I need more time," "I'm not ready," or "I don't know where to start." Start with determination. Take full responsibility for your life. Every successful person you see today, they didn't get there by luck. They got there through countless painful stand-ups that no one saw. They got there when they had nothing but perseverance and a will that refused to disappear. They were once like you, tired, ready to quit, waiting for someone to help. But then they realized no one is coming, and that's when everything started to change. What are you waiting for? Do the work you've been putting off. Write the plan you haven't started. Get up from that comfortable but trapping chair. Don't wait for another tomorrow. Because tomorrow is the sweet lie of procrastination. Listen carefully. No one is coming to save you from your inaction. No one is coming to save you from the work you don't do. No one is coming to save you from the old version of yourself you keep holding on to. Either you stand up or you disappear. There are only two choices, no middle ground, no compromise. And if you've read this far, you know you're craving something bigger than procrastination. You know there's a fire inside you still waiting to ignite. So don't let that fire die in silence. Don't die while you're still alive. Don't ask, what do I want? Ask instead, what am I willing to sacrifice? What do you want? A good job? A high income? Freedom with your time? A healthy body? A life you can be proud of? That's fine. Everyone wants something. Everyone has dreams and a wish list a mile long. But you need to understand one clear truth. Dreams mean nothing if you're not willing to pay the price to make them real. Pause for a moment. Stop asking, what do I want? Instead, ask yourself, what am I willing to give up to get it? Because everything you want comes with a cost. The question isn't how big your dreams are, but how much you're willing to endure to reach them. Want a great body? Are you ready to wake up early and train every day? Want to triple your income? Are you willing to work unpaid for months to build skills or products? Want success in your career? Are you ready to say no to parties, cut down on entertainment, and accept loneliness to learn and take action? Nothing comes without sacrifice. Everything has its price. The truth is, most people don't fail because they lack dreams. They fail because they refuse to pay the price. They want something big, but won't leave their comfort zone. They want change, but fear hardship, fatigue, and lost time. They want more, but regret every hour spent scrolling social media, every evening watching movies, every moment of temporary comfort. So they choose stagnation. Not because they lack ability, not because they're incompetent, but because their willpower is weak and they crave immediate comfort. Be honest with yourself. You say you want success, but are you ready to face rejection, ridicule, and misunderstanding? You say you want financial freedom, but will you cut expenses, work overtime, and sacrifice lavish habits? You say you want to improve, but are you willing to spend 2 hours every day learning and practicing while others rest? Wanting is easy. Paying the price is hard, and this difference creates two worlds. Those who master their lives, and those who only dream, then quit. If you don't have what you want yet, it's not because you're unworthy. It's because you haven't paid enough. Life is fair. It gives nothing for free. Want more? You pay more. Want it fast? You sacrifice harder. Want to go far? You must accept walking alone for a long time. So stop daydreaming. Stop asking, what should I do? Ask instead, what am I willing to give up to get what I want? If you're not ready to give up 3 hours on your phone every night, then you don't deserve a better job. If you're not ready to sit down and write your plan instead of saying, I'll do it tomorrow, then you're not serious about your life. If you're not ready to face loneliness, failure, and disappointment, then you're demanding a result that's not yours. Every achievement in life is a trade-off. Some pay with time, some pay with focus, some pay with years of living differently from the crowd. But no one gets anything without paying some price. What do you want? Write it down. Then ask yourself, am I willing to give up something to get this? Am I willing to live differently from others for 1 year, so I can live like no one else can for the next 10 years? If the answer is no, then stop fooling yourself that you truly want it. You're just wishing, not determined. True dreams come with action, and action always comes with sacrifice. Does the sacrifice hurt? Good. Because that pain proves you're stepping out of your comfort zone. It proves you're committed. It proves you're living seriously, not just surviving day by day. In short, don't ask, what do I want? Everyone wants something. Ask instead, what am I willing to sacrifice? Because only those who dare to sacrifice truly change their lives. Are you tired? I know you are. You've tried. You've planned, pushed yourself, started over countless times. You really wanted to change. But then life slapped you with long days of exhaustion, sleepless nights full of self-doubt, lonely moments when no one understands why you're fighting. You're not weak. You're just tired. And that's completely normal. All successful people have been tired. All who make it to the end have wanted to give up. You don't have to be strong all the time. You don't have to always be optimistic, energetic, or in control. But what you must do is, don't stop. The strong one is not the one who never tires. The strong one is the one who keeps going, even when exhausted. Do you know what separates the successful from the failed? Not talent, not intelligence, not luck. It's endurance, the ability to bear the pain and not stop. This world is not designed for comfort. It's designed to challenge you, to test how badly you want it. When you lose your way, do you keep going? When others quit, do you still hold your goal? When you see no results for months, do you dare to persist? Anyone can go far when everything's smooth, but only the persistent reach the finish line when everything falls apart. When you're so tired you don't want to do anything, that's when you must do the smallest thing. No need to be perfect. No need to create a miracle. Just don't quit. Just keep going. One step, then another, then another. Success doesn't come from 1,000 big steps. It comes from 1,000 small steps you keep taking, even when you've lost all inspiration. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for good feelings. Don't wait for calm seas and clear skies. It's when you're tired but still take action that you are forging yourself into someone who cannot be defeated. You're already exhausted. So don't let that exhaustion be meaningless. Don't let everything you've endured lead you back to the starting line. You've come this far. Not to give up now. You've shed tears, sacrificed your time, resisted countless tempting comforts. Not to surrender now. You have no right to stop, because you deserve a better ending. Stagnation feels comfortable at first, but later it comes at too high a price. Perseverance hurts at first, but later it brings rewards that cannot be compared to anything else. Don't look at others and complain, "They're better than me." Number. They were once just like you. They also woke up feeling unmotivated. They also doubted themselves, but they kept going. They kept writing, they kept learning, they kept acting, they kept moving, even when their legs were exhausted. And one day, everything will open up, not because of magic, but because persistence kills every obstacle. You can be tired, you can cry, you can fall temporarily, but you must not stop. If you stop, everything stops. If you stand up, everything starts moving. Life doesn't wait for you to be ready. It waits for you to dare to continue even when you're not ready. And sometimes, real strength isn't running fast, but crawling forward when you no longer have the strength to walk. You've heard many sayings like, "Just one decision will change your life forever. One day everything will be different. The moment of awakening will come." They sound nice, very inspiring, but the reality is very different. Your life doesn't change in one moment. There is no magical morning when you wake up and everything is perfect. There is no fateful afternoon that turns you from a stagnant person into an extraordinary one. Your life only changes when you start changing little by little every day. It changes when you choose to write one page today, even if no one asks you to. You choose to sit down and study instead of turning on the TV as usual. You choose to finish a small task instead of procrastinating more. You choose to practice a skill even if the results aren't clear yet. There is no magic, no grand milestone, only hundreds of small repeated actions every day. Only persistent choices that no one sees, no one applauds, no one recognizes. You don't need to do anything huge today. You just need to keep going. One day of persistence makes no noticeable difference. 10 days of persistence, you begin to feel a change. 30 days of persistence, others start to notice. 90 days of persistence, you are no longer the same person. Don't expect a sudden leap or wait for a magical push. Life doesn't reward those who start spectacularly. It rewards those who quietly persist and don't give up. You see others succeed and think they must be lucky, but you don't see the 5 years they worked in silence, the hundreds of days they only slept 4 hours chasing their passion, or how many times they failed, got up and kept going without applause. Others aren't better because they know more. They're better because they do the repetitive work, even when bored, tired, or seeing no results. You can be like that too. You don't need to wait for the right moment next year or for inspiration, motivation, or someone to save you. You just need to start right now with small things and keep doing them. Today isn't about doing something extraordinary. It's about doing one thing better than yesterday, tomorrow a little more, and the next day a little more again. Small steps add up, not just a saying, but the formula for lasting change. Why haven't you changed your life yet? Not because you lack ability, but because you lack persistence. You want fast results, instant effectiveness, and inspiration to last forever. Sorry, that's not how it works. Change is not an explosion, but an accumulation. Every day you persist is a brick laid. Every repeated action, a step forward. You don't see the difference each day, but after 100 days, you'll look back amazed at yourself. Imagine doing just one useful thing every day. Write one page, exercise 15 minutes, learn a skill, or write down 3 things you learned. Just one thing, but never quit for a whole year. You'll have 365 accumulations. Nothing grand, just don't stop. And one day, when others ask how you changed so much, you'll smile and say, I didn't do anything great. I just persisted every day when others gave up.